In Chapter 11, there are two reactions that are associated with alkenes. And remember, an alkene is a carbon chain that has a double bond between the carbons. So the two reactions for alkenes that are in this chapter are hydrogenation and hydration. Hydrogenation is when you add hydrogen gas, and so you can see the word hydrogen there, and then a catalyst, and the catalyst is either platinum, palladium, or nickel. So if you see those in the reactants, then you know it's hydrogenation. The other alternative is hydration, and just like you're hydrated if you add water to your body, an alkene is hydrated if you add water. In other words, if you add H and OH. So if you see HOH or H2O, and usually you'll have an acid catalyst. If you see an H plus written over the arrow, that means it's an acid catalyst. Just helps the reaction happen faster. That means you have hydration. In this particular case, you can see that because we have H2 gas and platinum, palladium, or nickel, we have hydrogenation. And what you do when you have hydrogenation is to take the molecule exactly as it is. The first step is to erase the double bond. You're going to take that glue and use it to stick on the two hydrogens from the hydrogen gas. And that would be the answer for A here. That's what happens when you hydrogenate. You add hydrogen to the alkene that they give you here. How about this one? Notice that they give us HOH and an acid catalyst. So that's water. That means that here, this is hydration. Now the first step is the same. We draw the molecule exactly as it is. But now, the second step is also the same. Erase that double bond, the second of the double bond of the double bond. And each of the carbons that was in the double bond will have a new bond. But because it's hydration, we're going to be adding H and OH instead of H and H. In this case, the molecule is symmetrical, so it doesn't matter where you put the H and the OH. I'm going to put the H on the left and the OH on the right, but you could have just as well have done the opposite in this particular molecule. And so this is the product you'd get if you did hydration with the alkene that they give you here. In this one, notice they're adding HOH and H+. Yet again, that's hydration. So we're going to be adding H and OH. Take the molecule that they have, erase the double bond, make two new bonds, and you're going to add H and OH. But in this case, the molecule isn't symmetrical. Those two carbons are different, and so we need to know where to put the H and where to put the OH. Let's think about these one at a time. The OH goes to the carbon that's bonded to more carbons. So consider this pink carbon on top. That's bonded to 1, 2, 3 carbons. The carbon on the bottom is bonded to 1, 2 carbons. Remember, these are new bonds that we're forming. There are no carbons in either of those bonds. And so the carbon on top is bonded to more carbons. That's the one that gets the OH. And the one that's bonded to fewer carbons gets the H. So this would be the product for the hydration of this molecule.